Greetings and welcome back to some more Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So here we are in Paititi.
I don't know your name.
I apologize. As the rebel leader, I have to be careful. I am the rightful queen, Unuratu. Etzli, you still owe me a scouting report.
Yes, Mother. There was one thing, this morning.
Yes?
I saw Hakan debating with his neighbor. He seemed angry. As I came near, they suddenly stopped talking. Then they started laughing as if one had told a joke.
He's planning something. Good work.
Thank you, Mother.
I know I have often complained about this game slowing down quite a bit, and this is another example of it. But it is actually a really nice thing. Walking through this new environment with one of the locals.
You'd find out quickly. I see that.
And just getting introduced to it in this slower way instead of, you know, like what is probably the impulse to run about. I mean, they clearly want you to just slow down and take all of this in. Understandably, it probably took a lot of time and effort.
Was Father a scout when he was mine?
He was a hunter.
Was he ferocious?
Hey, Unuratu, you don't mind if I steal stuff from your people, do you?
This is a traditional foot plow, still used in the Andes today, even outside Paititi. Sometimes the simple ways are still the best.
Oh, she's still got her pouches and her thingy on, despite the fact there's no belt. Oh, hang on a minute. Wait for me.
Hey there, Quali.
Oh, can we do it yet? Oh, maybe we can't do it
Who
yet.
are you? What I saw. He has them.
Enough, Taki. You lost your dice. Fine. But don't
Oh,
lie
that.
about
I thought they were green when they could. Oh, maybe it means that. Oh, is that the kid with the dice? Oh,
What can a guard do for a storm?
I remember
I'll
that one
explain.
just going on and on and on and on and on. You know, people often talk about women being sexualized and showing lots of flesh, and I just love that there is equal opportunity flesh showing in Paititi.
Hello.
Beautiful.
What's... Oh, yeah, gorgeous. Oh, does she mean that? Okay, alright, I can't break into stuff yet. Oh, yeah. Oh, now, this was... I do remember a cutscene going absolutely bonkers because I saw it before I applied patches, and people were invisible, and there was things floating through the air, and...
What is this?
Cultist, waiting for their deity to
We
appear.
should be fine, though.
When the catastrophes come, the god Kukulkan must be sacrificed to power the sun. Otherwise, the world dies.
Sacrifice a god.
The sacrifice is my duty. But this cult leader will take my place and attempt to become the god. He believes we can remake the world and live in a paradise of his design.
Remake the world.
What?
I've heard those words before.
There he is!
I know him. That's Dr. Dominguez.
Behold! The instrument of our unity and salvation! Soon, our dreams of peace and safety will be realized!
They already call him Kukulkan. But his real name is Amaru. He was born here, but raised, lied to, by outsiders. The people believe in him.
But you don't.
My late husband, Saidi, was his brother. They had differences over the future of Paititi. When Saidi died, Amaru devoted himself to the cult.
You have seen the storm. You are worried about worse to come. I ensure you that Paititi will persevere and thrive forever!
I know he will. If Amaru is successful, all of us who disagree will never see this paradise. The rebels will be discarded.
Not if they don't find the box.
Yes. Our best hope is to find it first. Perhaps Amaru might still be brought to see love and reason.
Death to the outsiders! Retribution will come!
Hakan! Enough!
We must strike while the snake is within reach.
Justice will be met in good time. Do not jeopardize our rebellion for the sake of impulse. Etzli, go scout ahead. We'll meet you at the edge of the mountain. Last warning. Go. Follow Etzli. Your clothing won't hide you long from these guards.
Okay, I'll find the box.
You've been warned to keep the peace.
I was just out for a pleasant stroll with my son.
Amaru is losing his patience.
It won't happen again.
So how can Lara recognize Dominguez when he's wearing that mask?
Jonah, can you answer?
Yeah, me and Ucha set up camp. Everything's okay.
Dominguez is here. He's the leader of the cult of Kukulkan. That's what Unuratu's rebels are fighting.
What?
He's been here for years. Trinity controls Paititi.
Whoa.
I'm going to the Eye of the Serpent. We have to get the box before the next cataclysm hits.
Yeah, so Lara can recognize which way we're going, I don't know. When he's wearing a mask, and yet Dominguez can't turn his head to the right a little bit to see Lara Croft blatantly standing almost right next to him. There is some issues with to what extent Lara blends into the background in Paititi. But we'll come to the more glaring examples of it shortly. Can we? Oh, we can! Oh. At my uni, they usually had sort of puppies or something during exam time as a way of de-stressing. And there was one time I was walking through campus and there was, now was it llamas or was it alpacas?
I don't have enough space for that.
It was one or the other, and there's just something about those kind of animals, you just melt when you see them. Yeah, I am a bit confused by all of this. So Trinity is in control of Paititi, and yet there's also a rebellion, and it doesn't seem like anything is it just doesn't quite feel right. I mean, especially when Lara's running around in the cultist uniform, the cultists don't look at her and are like, she doesn't seem like she's one of us. She seems awfully shorter and slighter than the average one of our guards. Still, I think one thing that this game does very well is actually make it feel like it is a community of people. And everybody's going about doing their... Oh, there's something in there, isn't there? You do get this feeling that everybody's going about doing their work, doing the stuff required to keep the place running, doing all these different kinds of jobs. Was that it? There wasn't anything else? Oh, I seem to remember that being a bigger deal than it was. Maybe just the surprise of actually discovering it the first time. Yeah, you might want to get some air. Oh, in here?
Are you Pisco the Dead? No. So you are Pisco the Dead.
Is this a glitch?
I'm Lara.
This is a glitch.
Neither are you.
Yeah. I'd swear I've downloaded all the patches.
But you survived.
Do you know, I've been playing a lot of PlayStation 1 and 2
I
games,
met a boy who says
and
Pisco stole his dice.
we haven't even talked to the boy about the dice. And you know, yeah, so you get bugs in old games as well. Of course you did, but you know, because of the lack of reliance on the patches were non-existent back then for console
What's
games.
The game?
You had to get it right, and you had to get it as good as you possibly could. You know, none of this, oh, there's still lots of bugs in the game, but let's send the game to press and then work on the patches. I mean, it's shocking now. It truly is shocking the amount of day one patches you get with games now, and they're like 20, 30, 40, 50 gigs. You like, sometimes it's blatantly obvious you're just downloading the whole game in patch form. Oh god, it just and do you know something? One day those servers are going to be gone. You know, none of these games are future-proofed anymore. What happens if 20 years from now I want to play Shadow of the Tomb Raider and, well, assuming this bloody PlayStation 4, I mean, I swear to god, technology is so fragile now. But what happens if 20 years from now I fancy playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider and the patches for the console version are gone? Like, those servers are just gone, and I have to play this patchy, buggy version. I mean, one of the reasons why I at first was quite kind of about Shadow of the Tomb Raider was because I was playing it for the first few days without the patches, because, like, more recently my internet speed has been improved immensely. Not by probably a lot of people's standards, but compared to what I had a while back, it's a lot faster. So I was downloading the patches through the night, and it took like 3 nights to download it all. That's how slow my internet was. So I experienced this game for the first few days without patches, and it was so buggy, like the lighting going everywhere, people being invisible, you know, things glitching and at one point I think, was it Lara didn't have any legs at one point? Modern games are increasingly irritating me, but I'm going to shut up and keep playing the game. Right, where am I going? Why did I come in here? Conquisitor chests that contain large resources. Okay, I don't have a lockpick.
Paititi is said to be one of the oldest games in America, played by all walks of life. Players were known to gamble all of their worldly possessions over a single round, from blankets and precious stones to their homes and even their family's freedom.
Oh my god, that's a bit extreme.
Makul Shokdal is considered an active participant in the game, responsible with bestowing offerings upon the winner. So much on the line for a simple game. Some things never do change.
Makul Shokdal. That's a great name. The last time I played, what was it? It was Oblivion. The last time I played Oblivion, I thought every time I make, cause you know how like you can get the weapons, but then you can get those, what were they called? There was those things you could get from going through the Oblivion gates and going up the tower, and you'd get this thing that you could apply to your weapons or your armour to like improve the stats, and every time you do that you get to rename it, and I thought it would be a fun exercise to look up names of like I can't remember actually. Was it Aztec or was it Mayan gods, or there was one of those. I was naming all, so I'd look up like what's a Mayan fire god if I had like a fire sword. And it was coming across all these incredible names. You know, they got lots of X's and lots of like sort of structuring all the letters in a way that's very different to a language like English or the European Germanic languages. I love stuff like that. Right, so I've clearly gone in the wrong direction. See this? Oh, lovely. Right, are they round here? See, I do find navigating Paititi a bit difficult. Things are all over the place, and maybe that's... Right, okay. Oh, we can steal their leather. There's some place where people are actually working on the leather racks, and you know, Hannah Croft just comes along and is like, yoink! Oh, sorry. Oh, I don't like the way the two of them are looking at me. Right, okay, I thought they were both basically just saying how rude I am in their own language. Look at that, all like that kind of reminds me of stuff that like the Egyptians like to mummify animals. Oh, there he is. Hey, dude.
Where's my mother?
She's settling matters between the guards and her Khan.
What's it like outside Paititi?
Well, a lot of things. It's a very big world.
Bigger than Paititi?
Bigger than 100 Paititis.
What? Will you take me there?
I think your mother might have something to say about that.
What you're looking for is in there.
How will I know when I found the right chamber?
By the smell of death. If you survive, you can find your way
it's
back
this
through the
bit.
old irrigation system. I'll meet you there. Be careful. The cult often patrols there.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Oh. Right, let's nick something. Whistle.
A ceremonial whistle used during human sacrifices. The sound emitted from the skull-shaped instrument has been compared to the tormented screams of the dying and the dead. Its shrill cry is said to clear a path to the underworld for the recently deceased. The death whistle has also been used as an instrument of war, its cry striking fear into the heart of the unknowing enemy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, is this about where we're, is an irrigation system basically a sewer? Hang on a minute. Irrigation system. Ah, right, okay. A network of pipes that takes water around the garden and delivers it to plants. 3, the drip, micro spray jets, mini sprinklers, or pop. Right, alright, okay. So it's about watering stuff as opposed to taking away the poop.
The surging population and lack of civil planning caused the settlement many problems. Farmers clear-cut jungle to use the fertile riverbanks for their crops, resulting in a devastating flood in the first heavy rains. Overhunting forced hunters to travel ever further to find game. Several groups, each vying for a controlling interest in the settlement, debated, often fiercely, on the best manner of solving these problems.
Do you know, I don't think when I was playing this the first time I realised that you could click on this, because I don't remember any of these document thingies. Huh. So maybe there's a part of this game that I've just completely missed out on. I think I probably thought it was about learning the language or something. Oh, I always love it when there's light shining in. I always sort of think about the first game where when you're in the caves on the very first level, and you look up at the holes in the walls, and it's literally just whiteness. You know, it's not even light. It's just white. You know, I think it's meant to be the outside. She just hummed. Oh, I love all this gold and all the shininess. Oh, yeah. I just knock it over, Lara. So disrespectful.
This is a formidable weapon. Heavy
Oh,
wood
wow.
lined with sharp obsidian teeth. It could easily stop an unarmored enemy. And if the bloodstains are any indication, it has.
Oh, wow. Does that not look like something Cloud would use in Final Fantasy VII? Still haven't played the remake. Ah! Oh, so it is partly about language, yeah. Oh, I just love the lighting in this game so much. The oranginess from the fire. Oh, and all the reds. Oh, it's just lush.
Right.
Right. Oh, wow. There's something about that that's very aesthetically pleasing to me. I don't know if it's just because we've got pathways on the left, and then clearly we move over to the right and there's this big long gap in the middle. The sort of threat, but it's kind of nice to look at the same time. Oh, mushrooms. Kind of looks like an elevator door.
I don't have enough space for that.
Oh,
I don't think anything
yes,
could
yes,
have prepared me
yes.
for this place. The people, their history, everything they've lived, and who they are today. To hear him tell it, Amaru, Dominguez, Kukulkan only wants to keep Paititi safe. But I've seen the lengths he'll go to, the murder and cruelty. I have to stop him.
Oh, hang on a minute, I didn't check the... Oh, no, we can't. I think I've got a few skill points. Oh, I've got 5. Oh, 5. Resist damage from enemies for a short period of time after healing wounds in combat. Never slip when grabbing ledges. Yes, please. Incapacitate unarmored weapons with a counter-attack after dodging. Well, I haven't been doing a lot of dodging in this game so far. Yeah. I didn't do an awful lot of it in my Let's Play of the 2013 game, but when I replayed it again, it actually became quite a handy little thing to do. Like, I can be a very impatient gamer sometimes. I just can't be bothered with it. It's like, yeah, I just want to play the game. You know, and it does behoove me to slow down sometimes. Automatically loot enemies killed by a stealth takedown. Increase speed when swimming. Oh yeah, I do believe we need that. Reduce noise from jumps, landing, and falls. Excellent. Right, let's get going. I think this might be the bloody bit. Oh, look at that! Oh, that is very, very Tomb Raider 1. Isn't it? With all the skulls in the wall. Well, of course she's in Peru in that bit of the game.
Through there. Having not heard from Lopez, some among the leadership began to have their doubts about him. Our group dispatched south to investigate. We sent the natives in first, uncertain those in the city had not killed Lopez on his arrival. They returned with reports of how sick the city was, and we quickly formed a plan to utilize this to our advantage.
Oh god, yeah, this is the mandatory creepy bit. Oh, look at that lighting. Is that, oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? All the oranges and reds. Oh.
This seems to represent Unuratu leading a group in rebellion. There is a near-total eclipse in the background.
Oh yes, because the eclipse plays a part in the game.
Oh, the smell. This must be the place Etzli mentioned.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Just, oh, fuck.
Steady, Laura, steady.
Ah, okay, well, I guess you weren't steady. It's just as well she's wearing shorts.
The smell. This must be the place Etzli mentioned.
Climb the belly of the serpent.
Steady, Laura, steady.
There we go.
I'm gonna be sick.
You know, see instead of her saying I'm gonna be sick, they should have had a little moment where she does actually retch, because it doesn't matter who you are, the smell of decaying bodies is gonna turn your stomach. Or at the very least, trigger your gag reflex. Oh!
Okay, take it slow.
I mean, where's all the blood and yuckiness coming from? Oh, there is a subtle little vibration on the controller that's quite effective actually, and just like sort of not quite a heartbeat exactly, but just a little bit of you know, adding to the nervousness of the moment.
You can do this.
Lara, enough with the affirmations.
ritual sacrifice.
Right, I probably shouldn't have come. Oh, never mind. I probably shouldn't have walked forward quite so quickly because we couldn't really. The camera was insistent on going one way. I wanted to look another way.
Oh, great.
Oh god, yeah, yeah.
I guess I have no choice.
Now here she should absolutely be gagging. Absolutely. I will look at this. She's just just pushing rotted corpses out of her way. I mean, how many diseases is she picking up from this? I mean, this is not healthy. Think about those scratches on. Oh, she's covered in blood. Think about those scratches on her elbow. They're going to get infected.
Is this one of the rebels? A serpent with a silver eye. I'm on track.
Ah. Oh.
Yes, through there.
Oh. Okay.
The smell keeps getting stronger.
Laura, how's it going?
I found another serpent with a silver eye. I must be getting close. You?
Talking tattoos with Uchu.
Tattoos?
Yeah, you saw Unuratu's, right? It has a heron and an eclipse on it. That might have something to do with the silver box.
I don't think so. Unuratu is the rightful queen of Paititi. After a famine that nearly wiped out the city, her family was ousted from power by the cult of Kukulkan. Her husband, Sayiri, died hunting for food on the outskirts of Paititi. Amaru, or Dr. Dominguez, Sayiri's brother, felt responsible and took control of the city, using resources from Trinity to feed the Paititians until the famine passed. Even though Amaru saved the city, the cult, in his absence, now rules with arrogance and fear. Unuratu and her rebels are fighting to free the city from the cult of Kukulkan and restore its ancient bloodline. Unuratu was raised to believe it was her family's legacy, to complete the ritual of the silver box of Ishel and restore the sun for another age.
Right, I think this is a case of jump across and... yes. Mara. Oh, I have to... oh. It's not as intuitive as it could be. It's not exactly
This is the only way.
the last revelation, though. Ah. Oh, we have to, oh yes, I'm sorry, I've seen something over in the corner there. Oh, is it? I think it's just, yeah.
Full
Yes,
of oil and blood.
that going to... Yeah. Right, okay.
There. That barrier's down. Need to keep moving. The lone figure appears in a state of peace, as though waiting for something.
Okay, cool. You notice our light just came on. Another scripted moment for the light to come on.
Is this some kind of bloodletting chamber?
Oh, yeah, we need to...
Must have taken hundreds of sacrifices to get enough blood to fill these channels.
Right, so we need to get the flow of the oil.
Damn, it's flowing to the wrong place.
Back. Oh, we have to do that every time. We're losing precious blood oil here. Around like, oh, that well, won't it? Down, round. Oh, but that won't work. Wait a minute, how do I... Turn this one.
Too heavy. Needs more torque. A barrier.
Yes, I do. Oh. Right. Right. So if I move that back one... No, forward, Lara. Right. So that when I turn this, I'll be turning this one back into place, but then moving that right, let's have a look at this. Right, so it comes down, round, like the... So that still won't be right. Nope. Cut this first. Cut that first. Right, move this back. Attach it again. round. Goes down and round and. Oh, that looks right actually, but because it'll flow down to there. So, is it actually this one that's not right? Because we need the oil to flow down the middle. Nope, that's not right. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's definitely not right. Where does it come from? Right, that one. Oh, I think that is it. I think that is it. Yeah, down, round to that, round, and down. No. No, it's not, is it? Oh, yes, 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 that is it. That is it. Alrighty. Right.
Okay, now to bring that barrier down.
Do you know the music? Do you know, I need to stop complaining about Lara talking. But the little musical cue there was more than enough to just signpost to the player that they'd succeeded in doing what they were trying to do.
The silver box.
It's not just Tomb Raider. There's so many games now do that. It's like they just do not trust the player at all.
This must be what Trinity's missing.
That'll be the irrigation system then. What is it about this that's making me think of The Last Revelation? It must be the wee model city thing, because that's you get that in The Last Revelation. They look pleasant.
There's the little rebel prince.
Esley!
Over there! Get her!
Who cares about saving the child? We're going to run. This was actually a okay. This was actually a really weird thing because damn it, I could have done that better. Okay, this was all very scripted. I didn't know. It's silly because they are chasing us with extreme prejudice. And then suddenly they just seem to give up on us. Okay. See, and then that's it. It's like we go from having all of these people trying to hunt us and capture us to, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's disconnects like that always stand out to me as being weird.
I think it's a favor.
Okay, I'll make my way back as soon as I can.
See, now we can just walk about and it's fine. Nobody's trying to catch us now. Modern games, they can be a bit weird and odd. But anyway, I think that will do us for now, and when we return, we'll find out what this wee snake thingy is that we've got, and continue our search for the box.
He's going to be crawling with guards.
We'll find our way around them.
It'll be dangerous.
I'm sure.